So yeah, I'm sitting in this bus here, waiting to go to Lynbro Park. Anyways, what I really wanted to actually say, and this is something that's been nagging me for quite some time, is that I've come to realize that I don't understand money, and many people think they do. I know I thought I did, but actually I don't. Meaning that we don't understand. Otherwise, if we understood money, then we'd be succeeding with it. We understand how to get a job. We understand how to um, get a job. We understand how to get through school, but we don't understand how to get rich, wealthy, and that this bothers me a lot because we thought that all the information that we're given is good, but it's not. We're told to save. But we have inflation, and interest on savings is lower than inflation. So if you have money in savings, in a savings account, it loses value every single month. So then you ask yourself, like, are we being given the right information? Are we? I don't think we are. And I know this much here is that anything that's given to the mass, chances are there's information that's been hidden. And why is it that it's only about 1 to 10% people who actually are wealthy? That bothers me, and it should bother you as well. So, I've spoken a lot about the mental mindset of getting into the financial game, but now I'm going to spend more time and examples, just explaining away, just exploring some topics as to understanding money, the mechanical side now, doing the calculations, the maths, because this is something I never did before. I didn't calculate how much it would take me to get to R1 million. No one does that calculation, but I think people should, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the calculation, and I'm also gonna do the calculation of what it's gonna take for me to reach wealth, and I need to reduce the risk. Like Warren Buffett says, rule number one on money: don't lose money. Rule number two is to follow rule number one, which is don't lose money. So clearly, there's something that we don't know because we lose money so quickly. It's a blessing actually that a person doesn't have money now because you're better off without it because you're just gonna blow it, spend it, or even save it. But you're not gonna learn how to expand it. That's the problem. And this world is just it keeps growing. The inflation just keeps growing, but the income for people stays relatively the same, and that should bother you. It bothers me. I've been playing around the same income range for the past 3 years, yet the cost of living has skyrocketed. I know some people who probably are earning less now than they did 5 years ago, or 3 years ago. Some of them don't have jobs. There's something that's wrong that's being given to us about money. There's something we do not know, and it's time for us to start addressing it. I'm gonna address it. 100%, I'm gonna address it. And I'm focusing on income. I'm no longer focusing on saving. I'm going on the attack, and that's the first thing that I'm just gonna take everything that I've been told about money, and I'm gonna really investigate it and find out if it's true or not. If the big guys who are successful actually do it. The big guys don't save. If they do save, they save to invest in the future. And they only save once they have access money. Meaning, if let's say they started off with 10,000 rand and their expenses were 10,000 rand, they didn't save because there's nothing to save. They focused on increasing income to 15,000 rand. That extra 5,000 then they saved, or they actually used it to multiply to help their income ability to grow to the next level, which is maybe take the 5,000 invested in themselves, and that 10,000 grew to 25,000, 30,000, and after paying for all of that, and then they start to have a huge excess, which is start putting away, still investing in themselves. It's only now that I'm starting to understand the value of investing in yourself, because it's it's really helpful for you to do that. I mean, you go to school to get a better job. You improve your education to get a better job. So now the question is, why wouldn't you spend money on a sales course or an investing course or a course that is just going to help you improve? You rather hang on to the money. And I battled to invest money in myself. But now I know I need to invest in myself. And that's what I'm going to do. It's time to debunk all of the money rules that we've been taught. Otherwise, enjoy the ride. And I know I'm going to enjoy this wealth trip.